Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl. We're going to go ahead and breaking down this 3-game Counter-Strike slate for ESL Pro League. And it's going to be day 2 of Group B. We saw some pretty good Counter-Strike yesterday. They're all close. And if you guys did watch our video, I know it came out a little bit late yesterday. After the first game started, we thought we had it on public, and it turned out it was on private, and we didn't know that until halfway through the Mouse Sports game, so we do apologize for that, for anybody missing that, but hopefully some people got some good information out of that one, because we did go 3-0 yesterday. We'll go ahead and look at our lineup from yesterday and see how we did in terms of that, but we did get wins out of G2, Vitality, and Mouse Sports, so that was pretty cool to see. We got them all right. But before we go ahead and jump into all the Counter-Strike action for tomorrow, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Me and my brother are trying to hit 500 subscribers very soon. We're at 486, so we're only 14 away. Hopefully we can hit that within the next couple of days. We appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. If you guys want to go ahead and follow all of our socials, link to that will be in the description below, along with our merch shop. If you guys are interested in checking out any of that, we got t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, phone cases, masks, so go ahead and check that out. If you guys want to support us by doing that down below, go ahead. And we also, in the link in the description below, is the link for Picks and Parleys. It's a YouTube channel that me and my brother go on 2 to 3 times a week, so go ahead and check that out as well. I should be on maybe next week for NBA Total Chaos, and I might try to talk about another Counter-Strike thing with Allie, so go ahead and check them out. Follow them as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this slate first we're gonna go ahead and look at yesterday's. This is my lineup from yesterday. I mentioned how I really liked the G2 play, which worked out decently. Hunter, I had one which did pretty well. Nico had a weird struggle day, and Almanac had a decent day, which he was cheap, so he was not the best value option. I said the best value option in my video yesterday, but obviously that didn't really help anybody. I had Rops in my lineup because I was able to pay up towards him. 105 points, that was fantastic. Zywoo was Zywoo, and Shocks did meh. He did alright, but nothing too crazy. I did finish in 186, so mid-moneyed. Top lineup from yesterday was Zywoo in the captain spot with Rez, and the best value option was Knock, and then had Rops, Frozen, and Acor. Wow, 7 people had that lineup. So very, very interesting to see. A bunch of people are $742 richer today. But that's kind of interesting to see. But we're going to go ahead and X out of that. We're going to go and look at today's slate. We get to start off with ENCE and NIP. Yesterday we saw ENCE take it 3 maps against Mouse Sports, where Mouse Sports were able to finish them. Didn't really watch the series because I woke up a little bit late to it, and by the time I woke up, that series was over. But I did see that ENCE did all right. Diha had a decent day. He had what? Oh yeah, he had EP. Nope, that's not the same thing. I don't know why they wouldn't show yesterday's. Okay. But I know that they had a decent day. What did Ala do? Let's see. Just because I didn't really get to see this game earlier on. It's actually starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m., which is kind of nice. My computer's being stupid for whatever reason. Interesting. But they did put up a decent fight. And for some reason, ENCE is favorited for tomorrow. I'm not a fan of that. We'll go ahead and look at ENCE's players first. 8,400 for Diha. If I look at other players in this range, I mean, he's not really surrounded by much. Rez is a decent option at 8K. Brokey at 78, I like. Nico at 74, I really like. I'd rather drop down. Or if I want to go up, I'd rather go up after Twist, maybe Rops. But other than that, I'm not really too interested in going after anybody in that range. But Deha 8,400, not really that interested. Alu 7,200. I just don't see. I mean, there's definitely value options here if Ents pull off a win. I just don't see it happening. Looking on the NIP side, Plopsky at 9,400 is just way too expensive. It's just not a price that I want to go after for it. Rez at 8K, I don't mind that price at all. It could be a decent piece. He had a really good game yesterday, even with losing 2-0. He had 88 points against G2. That was kind of a surprise. I didn't really expect to see Rez perform that well. And he was one of the best plays of the day. The fact that on the main lineup, you didn't have to have any G2 players who won the game, but you had 2 NIP players because they just played so well. Hampus is another one. 6,800. Not really too interested. He's the IGL, so I'm not really interested in that. I still feel like ZTR still has some to prove. He didn't really play that well today. And they are just doing Knock dirty by putting him at $5,200. I don't mind captaining Knock tomorrow and being able to build around that. That's kind of an interesting contrarian play to go with. I do have NIP winning this game, and I think Knock can have a really good game and easily pay off that value. There's no way at $5,200 that he should be that cheap. But I am taking NIP tomorrow to go ahead and beat Ents. Second game of the day is going to be FaZe and Mouse Sports. 139 for FaZe, Mouse plus 116. We went and saw FaZe lose a tight one today to Vitality. A Vitality that, let me say, did not look that good. I was not impressed with them. Yes, they won, but it was a very, very ugly win where essentially Zaiwu had to throw him on his back again and just run. Because I played the showdown slate with Vitality and FaZe yesterday. It was Zaiwu and then 3 FaZe players was the best lineup. Nobody from Vitality besides Zaiwu showed up, and FaZe looked really good. They almost won too. So looking at, we'll go ahead and look at Mouse Sports' players first. Rops 8,800. I don't mind it. He's going to be a decent pay-up option. Other than that, I'm not. But that's going to be something where he's going to be a pay-up option if you think Mouse is going to win. I don't have Mouse winning tomorrow, so I'm not going to personally be going there. Frozen 7,600. It's a decent mid-range price. I have some other players that I like in that range instead. A-Core 6,600. He had a good game yesterday, but that was against Ents, so I'm not really taking yesterday I'm taking with a grain of salt. It was against an Ents team that's still trying to rebuild. Bemis 5,400 could be a very, very good value option play. I think I still would rather go to Knock at 5,200 as my favorite value play of the day, which he normally is. But Bemis could definitely be a decent play as well, and I'm not touching Dexter. Even though he is $4,400, I'm not really too interested in going there. Looking over at the FaZe side, I was impressed with them today. Even though they did lose, I know I started talking about this. Even though they did lose to Vitality, I was quite impressed with Coldzera, with Twist. Brokey even had some really good games in there. Still don't know why Coldzera is $5,000. That's just kind of off to me. I don't really like the fact that he's that cheap. So that's just a big question mark in my head. Brokey 7,600, another good play. I feel like they priced up Twist too much though. Yes, I like Twist, but if I'm going to go look in that range, Zaiwu, rather pay up for him. Even though you'll see my picks for that one. I'd rather I'd rather go with a more balanced build tomorrow. But I'm not really going to be interested in going after Twist at 9K. And then Kerrigan, I'm 6K, not interested. Rain, 6,800. I don't see him having that good of a game tomorrow, so I'm just going to be mostly avoiding the only face players I like tomorrow. Cold Zero is going to definitely have I feel like he should definitely be a little bit more expensive because he's more free now. Before, I would understand if he was 5K back when like Olaf was on the team and Cold Zero is still the IGL. Cold Zero is no longer the IGL, so he's more free. He's more opened up. And we're going to see a lot of this with Stewie later on, and I think that's Group D. He's no longer the IGL, but Cold Zero is no longer the IGL. He should be able to be more free, more open, and he should be more expensive because he's going to be doing more. Cold Zero and Knock are going to be my favorite value plays of the day. And by doing that, accidentally clicked that. And by doing that, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the last game. G2 and Vitality. Vitality minus 182. G2 plus 153. And we'll go ahead and look at Vitality first. Navarra is no longer with Vitality. They dropped him. They're looking towards the future. And the future with majors, they're not allowed. Teams are not allowed to have a sixth man, like a sixth man with how they were doing it. So they did have to drop Navarra, which brings up Masuda. Not saying that's a good play at all, but Navarra's no longer in, so we no longer have to worry about a bunch of players swapping in and out, and the whole headache that Vitality was, which I'm really happy that that's kind of done. Looking forward to it. Zywoo, and Zywoo. That's pretty much all I like from this game. Maybe Shocks at 7K, but I'm throwing Zywoo in there. He's gonna have a big game, whether or not Vitality wins or loses. And for this game, I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab G2. G2 looked really. I mean, they had a little bit of problems with Nico today, and just imagine if Nico comes to play and is good tomorrow. I would really be interested. I am 100% interested in G2 tomorrow. DraftKings, please fix your prices. There's no reason why Jack should be the most expensive player on G2. Did he have a good game today? Meh. He had 66 points today at 9,200. There's no reason why he should be that expensive. Just not interested in that one at all. Nico, 7,400. Ba-ba-da-ba. I really like a lot of G2 players because I think G2 is going to win. And 7,400 for Nico, 6,400 for Hunter, 4,600 for Almanac. I'm going to probably make a very similar lineup to yesterday, where I can have 4 players from this Vitality G2 game tomorrow and have no problem with it. I really like Nico, really like Hunter, really like Almanac, and then I like Zywoo. And 4 of them were probably going to be in my lineup. It's going to be I'm going to have a weird lineup tomorrow, but I really do like it. I have G2 winning this game. Probably a 2-1 to the point where the 3 of them are going to be good, and then Zywoo is going to be up there as well. But I'm also going to be betting the games tomorrow as well. I like the G2 underdog money. I like FaZe, and I like the underdog money from Net. But that's going to wrap up the video. That's my thoughts and my picks for tomorrow's Counter-Strike slate. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you guys going with my picks? Are you guys going to go against me? Do you think I'm smart, a dumbass? Let me know in the comment section below. Follow all my socials, link in the description below. Check out the merch shop, link to that's also in the description. And until next time, let's watch some good Counter-Strike. Let's make some money.